The mighty Kennebec flows for 170 miles through the heart of Maine, from its headwaters at the southern end of Moosehead Lake to the chill waters of the Atlantic. Some 12 miles from the Gulf of Maine sits the city of Bath, once home to bustling boatyards that turned out wooden schooners and other merchant vessels in the 18th and 19th centuries. Large ships are still built here at the Bath Iron Works, but the city also serves as a great destination for recreational boaters who want to enjoy this beautiful part of Maine and experience its nautical history. I visited Bath in August 2012 and got a personal tour of the local waters from Captain Ed Rice of River Run Tours, based at the Kennebec Marina close to the downtown area. Rice's boat is a fast, roomy, and stable pontoon boat that allows him to access the local rivers and coves, as well as the more exposed coastal locations.
Comes down through from Topsom and boat.
As for the captain, Rice has been boating the waters of mid-coast Maine since he was a kid, and is a font of information on the local history and wildlife. We started the day by heading upriver as far as Merrymeeting Bay, then ran south to check out the few miles below the city, starting at the Lighthouse, Foghorn, and range markers below Doubling Point that have long assisted mariners heading to and from Bath.
This is an antique, it's fully restored, an antique mechanical fog bell. The lighthouse keeper that tended Doubling Point Light, the range lights, and also Squirrel Point Light, all three are on Aroostook Island, had to come down here when the fog came in, and there's a chain fall inside and a 1,000-pound cone-shaped weight that goes up into the top of the tower, and he'd have to pull the weight up with a chain fall up to the top of the tower and then pull a couple of pins that engaged two sets of gears. Those would rotate, and then a gong would bang a bell 3 times a minute until the weight hit the ground. And so they had to go back about every 10 hours and pull it back up into the top and do it all over again. So that was quite a tiring job for the lighthouse keeper. This is Doubling Point Lighthouse, spelled D-O-U-B-L-I-N-G, as in doubling back. This river takes a double bend here, and getting the larger ships through are sometimes a problem. So,
as we headed upriver along the western shore, we spied one of the Kennebec's most celebrated residents. Bald eagles have returned to the river in a big way, and you're almost guaranteed to see one on any given trip. Go ahead.
This is the Thomas Plant Memorial Home. It's Bath's nursing home, basically. Thomas Plant was a shipping magnate in the Bath area years ago. He built this mansion, which is the right half of what you see here, and he donated it to the city as long as it was used, so that any resident of the city of Bath had a place to go if they couldn't afford to live anywhere else.
Just north of the plant house is Bath's South Launch Ramp, which, like the ramp north of town, is accessible on all tides and offers free launching and parking.
This has been here for a long time, probably.
Next up, the Maine Maritime Museum, home to a treasure trove of historic maritime artifacts and exhibits.
This is the Maine Maritime Museum, and it formerly was the Percy and Small Shipyard, where a lot of the old ships were built. And there's plenty of docking facilities here. It's just a great place to stop and visit. Plan on half a day because there's lots to see.
After our brief tour of the Maritime Museum, we continued upriver and past the massive Bath Iron Works, a major builder of modern naval warships.
Okay, this is Bath Iron Works, and this is our largest employer. We're very glad to have them here. The blue thing that you see here is called the Land Level Facility Delivery System. It's a dry dock that is connected to the floor of the river in 3 places, and it comes out where the ship is on it to be delivered. It comes out into the center of the river, fills full of water, and drops the ship off. It's not as an exciting way to launch a ship, but it's certainly more profitable and more cost effective. The security zone is 400 yards. These buoys that you see, it's 400 yards out minimum from the ships. You don't go inside those buoys. If you do, one of the 24-hour security boats will come after you. They will make a lot of noise and tell you maybe a warning or two that you need to get away, especially when Navy people are present on a Navy ship, which there are right now. This ship, Hull 112, is getting ready to be delivered in September. So they're very, the security has been stepped right up, and you don't want to get inside those buoys or head in the direction of that ship. They're inclined to make sure you don't get near it. This is what the coastline here used to look like before the bridges. This was Bath's coastline. From this point, looking down through to Bath.
Next, we pass below the train and highway bridges just south of downtown Bath. The latter has a mean vertical clearance of 10 feet when lowered and, despite the signage, opens on demand from 8 to 5 through much of the boating season.
This is the City of Bath Town Municipal Dock System. It's a very nice, modern, new system. Deep water here, 24 hours. It's very close. The park itself is very close, within walking distance of all services, restaurants, grocery store, banks. It's just a very convenient place to stop and land. The Waterfront Park has taken a major reconstruction just over the last year, and it's all new and it's all beautiful, and there's usually always a lot of dock space here.
For overnight slips and moorings, check in with the Kennebec Marina, which also has a restaurant overlooking the river. More restaurants can be found in the downtown area, just steps from the water. There are plenty of interesting shops as well, selling antiques, books, clothes, toys, and more. And if you're looking for a bargain, stop in at Reenie's, a Maine institution where you can find everything from beach toys to bargain clothes. Oh, and Bath has something else you won't want to miss. Ice cream at Dot's.
Oh, look at that.
It's right here at the Waterfront Park on Saturdays between 7 a.m. and noon. There's one of the larger farmers markets in Maine, and it's held right here. One thing you want to remember when you come to the Kennebec River to dock, pay attention to the current, dock into the current whenever possible. There is a strong current here. It's a very deep river, it's a very long river, so it can be a little bit different. Just take a look around and look at your surroundings and see what the other boats are doing before you attempt to dock.
Or just ask a friendly captain.
That's right, ask a friendly captain. You can always find me around Bath.
Well, thanks a lot, Ed, for the tour of Bath, Maine, and this section of the Kennebec. It's really, really lovely, and there's so many things to see and do in just a few mile stretch above and below the town, right?
That's right. That's all we did, and it's you could spend days here.
That's right. Well, maybe I'll come back and I'll do just that.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well, come and see Ed Rice at River Run Tours. He runs out of Bath right here in the downtown area. You'll have no trouble finding him. I'm Tom Richardson for Boating Local. Thanks for watching.